Hey guys, Joe here, and here I am to talk about the top 5 characters that I think that need buffs. Now, all these characters are completely playable. You can play these characters as they are, and you can do okay, but I personally feel like these guys need a little bit of buffs to do better in competitive, and just to do better in your locals, or maybe to do just better when you're playing with your friends. These guys are particularly weak, just compared to a lot of the other characters in the game, but with a few small buffs, I feel like they could become very strong, and if Nintendo did really buff these characters, I feel like they could become very good, and become a lot more unique than they are right now. For the 5th choice, I did decide on Lucena. Now, when the game was first about to release, we thought that she would be a character similar to Roy Melee, but with a few good changes. We thought that she would have a very short sword, be stronger near the hilt, and a bit faster than Marth. Now, in reality, what we got was a dumbed down version of Marth with a smaller hitbox, no tipper, and just really not that much good about her. I feel like with the release of Roy though, it also shoves her into the corner even more, and some buffs could really help her. I feel that they could make her a lot faster to compensate for the damage that she doesn't really have, or make her have a tipper in the middle of her sword, which could be kind of cool because it would be the middle, and you'd also have a tipper on Marth, and you'd also have the start of your blade on Roy, so you could have all three, which would be very cool. Now, these changes could make her a little bit different from Marth and Roy, and make her play it a lot more, and just become a lot more fun to play. Once again in this game, Zelda got the short end of the stick, except for this time, she could not turn into Sheik to win her battles. Instead, she has a very slow down B that a lot of times is just kind of unusable. Now, Zelda is in a tricky state where she does have very high knockback and some damage, and her moves are okay, but just the way she is, it's really hard to hit these moves, and they're just way easier to dodge to be playable at high level or just high tournament play. Now, I feel like Zelda's fair and bare. If they got a bigger sweet spot and maybe a little bit less ending lag, then she could improve quite a bit. And maybe if they added a better throw, like a down throw into forward or something like that, a lot of more people would pick her up and she'd become a lot stronger. Now, Dr. Mario is, sorry to say, a little dumbed down version of Mario. He's still decent, but just not quite as good as Mario. He has less combos, a worse recovery, and a little harder to hit projectile. Now, Doc really got hit hard in this game, even though he was better than regular Mario in Melee. He got hit hard in this game with a lot of lag, and an unnecessarily bad up B with a really bad recovery. If his recovery was as good as Mario's, or even a little bit better, he could easily shoot up a ton of spots on the tier list, and become a lot more played, and just stop being gimped by everyone so much. But if they didn't want to do that, they could also just make his moves do A, a little bit more damage, or B, have his combos, or his aerials, combo into each other a little bit easier. Overall, he's a playable character, but with a few little buffs, he could become a lot better, and become as good, or maybe even better than Mario. If you do play Wii Fit, then you know that a few patches ago, we were blessed and buffed with a side smash that could finally hit short characters, and just stronger, and just overall Wii Fit was a little bit better on some percents of her moves. The thing is though, that this just wasn't enough. Wii Fit does have some great damage, some good combos, and some strong ranged game, but what she really needs is a good down throw combo, maybe just a better grab, or her hitboxes to be buffed even a little bit more. If she has barely better hitboxes, then she could finally hit characters like Kirby or Jigglypuff that give her such a hard time, and she could really have an easier playstyle, and a good grab would definitely buff her a lot in this game where grabs are very strong. She's okay, but I feel like she needs some changes to become more playable, and to become more fluid and comfortable to play as. For the number 1 spot, I chose Mii Sword Fighter. Now, some may say that he is pretty good if he's in the smallest form, but really, I don't buy it. The problem about Mii Sword is that he really isn't that much better at anything than any of the other sword fighters in the game. He has a pretty small hitbox, he's very laggy with his aerials, he has a low amount of combos, and his side smash and up smash and down smash, they're all pretty weak smashes compared to a lot of the other characters. Now, he does have some pretty good customs, but if your locals does not allow you to play customs, you're pretty much done for. I personally want this guy to be buffed, because the Mii's pretty much let you play whoever you want to play, which is really fun to do. I feel like the Mii Sword Fighter can go either one of two ways, in my opinion. First, the buff could be to all of his aerials to give him a lot less lag, and a ton more combo potential in the air to be more like the Mii Brawler, or the second way, to get a lot stronger tilts and smashes, and make him feel like a really big powerhouse on the ground, but pretty weak in the air, similar to Ryu or Little Mac. Now, I feel like either way would still keep some of his counterplay, but add a lot of strength at the same time, which could be pretty fun. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment who you think needs a buff and which way you would buff them. Now, I just wanted to get this out of my mind because I feel like a lot of these characters do need some buffs, and if they got some buffs, they can become a lot more playable and a ton more fun to play. But this is just my opinion. If you think that these guys are already very good and don't need any buffs, make sure to tell me in the comments section below, or if I'm just completely wrong. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.